Hi, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Jerry Keir here with Complete Nutrition Alliance. I am your holistic health provider, and today we are carrying on the conversation of blood sugar and what happens in the vascular system with high blood sugar. So it doesn't mean that you have to have perfect numbers all the time, every day. Small, steady habits, though, are what are important. So balanced meals, regular exercise and working out, making sure you're getting enough fiber. Fiber is absolutely huge. Women need 50 grams a day, men need 60 grams a day. And remember the carb fiber ratio, 4 carb to 1 fiber. So take the fiber, multiply it by 4. If that number is equal to or the carbohydrate level is less than that total number, you're good to go. So 3 times 4 is 12, for example. The carb level, so 3 fiber times 4, carb level should be 12 or lower. If it's 22 carb, 3 fiber, it's not right. Don't put it in your cart. That will mess up the pancreatic function and increase blood sugar levels. So anyway, if you need help with the math, please reach out. I can help you figure that all out. So anyway, protecting your blood vessels is one of the most powerful and important things that you can do for your health, your heart, your brain, kidneys, eyes, and your overall life. So if you are a type 2 diabetic or a pre-diabetic, you are not alone. There are many of you out there. You are not powerless. Understand how the blood sugar affects the blood vessels is the first step to actually protecting your health. So let's get into that. So the blood sugar is more than just a number on a meter or on your blood work. Over time, it quietly damages the blood vessels that keep your entire body working and functioning. So inside the arteries, veins, and capillaries, there's this thin, smooth lining of cells called the endothelium. Imagine it as like a coating on, a nonstick pan, that thin coating. However, we're never going to cook on a nonstick pan, remember? Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But when the blood sugar stays high for long periods of time, this delicate lining gets injured. Once that damage happens, then a chain reaction starts. So first thing is the high sugar creates extra stress inside the blood vessel cells. Also, like the vessels are it's almost like the vessels are being rusted from the inside out. This stress reduces the natural chemical called nitric oxide. So nitric oxide, or NO, is what keeps the blood vessels relaxed and flexible and less likely to create blood clots. When there is less nitric oxide, the vessels start to stiffen and they get sticky. At the same time, sugar molecules begin to attract to proteins and other molecules in the vessel walls. These sticky coatings, sometimes called advanced glycation ends, so it's actually called ages, which is aging your body, builds up and makes the walls less elastic. They also trigger low levels of inflammation, which attracts the immune cells that can then worsen the damage. So you can see how this collateral damage starts to happen with high blood sugar. Now, damaged vessel linings also send out signals that pull in white blood cells. Some of these cells are then turned into foam cells that help to build or that will create fatty plaquing. Over years, this plaque will narrow the arteries and it can become unstable, increasing your risk for heart attack and stroke. So because the blood vessels run everywhere, it will affect many parts of your body. So for your heart and brain, it can be creating a higher risk of heart attack and stroke. In the kidneys, it can be harder for the kidneys to filter, and your kidneys are a huge filtration system in the body. In the eyes, you'll have vision loss and risk of vision problems. In the legs, feet, and hands, you'll have poor circulation and slower healing can happen. So Even short spikes after a meal can temporarily stress the vessels and the vessel lining, which is why steady control matters more than just the occasional high bounce of the reading. So the encouraging part of all of this is the damage doesn't have to be permanent or keep progressing. The blood sugar, when the blood sugar is kept in a healthy range, along with the blood pressure, the cholesterol, and of course not smoking, we don't want anybody to be smoking, the vessel linings can begin to recover. So many people will notice higher energy, fewer complications, and improved long-term health with all of this, with consistent control of your blood sugar. Now, also remember that individuals with type 2 diabetes do not properly digest fats. And so an excellent nutrient to help to digest fats is the fat sugar trim. This will help to digest the fats, 2 with every meal. You can also use them between meals to clean up any collateral damage. And then for the nitric oxide, the BFF, so it is the blood vessel flexibility formula. This will help to increase nitric oxide in the body. So look at the link below and you can get the information or the links to order those 2 nutrients. And just remember, it is never permanent if you just pay attention to what you're eating, the amount of fiber you're taking in, and your body can and will heal itself when it is fed what it needs. And so always remember to live with vitality. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Jerry with Complete Nutrition Alliance.